Right, hello everyone and welcome back to DevCast Ops Gaming. Although I may look like I'm by myself today, there is someone else that's joining me, so Patrick, if you'd like to say hello.
Hello. This is my
Go
first time here, so yeah, be understanding.
Yeah, Patrick is having a couple of bit technical issues. He's dug out a laptop from many years ago. How old is that? Do you know?
I would say 10.
So in the background he's trying to get that up and running, so hopefully at least in the second half we should both be on the server, but for now we'll just talk through Patrick's myriad of technical issues while I try and stabilise what we went off from last week. So I guess, how much Factorio you played previously?
I think I was like playing with it for like a year or so, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I think on our last stream we'd just launched the rocket, so we now, I think the one we sent off on stream just had a load of fish in it, so it didn't bring anything back, but now we've got a thing that's building satellites, so we're getting the final tier science, so it's kind of, we're towards the end of the game, we're kind of just can expand the base a little bit more. So I've made some improvements to our science setup, so we can now pull the additional science in, so I'm just going to start plumbing that in. But this world is a bit of a weird one, because I hadn't played in a long time since we started. I think James had maybe played like 2 hours of this, something, before we started. So it was kind of like a big learning curve, so it's interesting seeing how it's progressed in the background while we've kind of slowly figured things out. And when you get on, you'll see there's some of like the original base that we first made when we got on, and it is a little bit janky in some places, but it works well enough. But I guess when you played a year ago, did you complete?
No, I didn't play a year ago. I played for a year, but like around when it was released. I was still stealing games back then, so that's why I need to buy it now.
Your criminal past.
Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's changed. I'm trying to think if it's changed that much. I think there's more interaction to do with the sort of military side of it, but the kind of the core bits of it is still fairly the same. I think. Oh, what was it? It was funny when I came back to it. They changed a lot. They changed quite a lot of the graphics, but they also had changed. I think how some of the science worked. So I don't remember at the time. But originally, I think for the purple science, you had to kill the biters. And now it's set up in a way that you don't have to go to war to win, essentially. Much more eco-friendly.
Yeah, I'll probably have a very steep learning curve. I need to remember what was where and so on. I mean, I remember more or less that I like to play it, but that's as far as it goes.
It's fine.
Yeah.
This world is a bit of a mess. We spent a long time trying to fix train networks, which they are now stable, but it took up a lot of time. So I think the kind of position we're in at the moment is we have plenty of power, but we don't necessarily have enough resources, and we need to essentially clear some more land of the natives.
Problem sounds oddly familiar.
Yeah, the core game was pretty good. Like the core mechanics, pretty solid to begin with. Also, just before we left last time, James set everything in the factory to upgrade to its max possible level, so the robots are struggling to replace all of the assembly machines, as I don't think we have enough copper to build them or something like that. One of the kind of the classic problems.
They don't have a console version and cross-platform I can do. No.
No,
I
I
doubt it.
don't think so.
And
Also, I think
it doesn't sound like something I would want to play on the gamepad anyway.
I was about to say, trying to do this on a controller, I don't imagine would be all that easy to do.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I tried City Skylines on the PS, and yeah, it was fun for an hour. Then it's like, no, this is not. This is not feasible.
What was it? Ages ago, one of my friends when I was younger got me, I think it was Age of Empires 2 on the PlayStation 2, and boy was that ever not designed to be played on a console. Just sort of the kind of, if you have to build and design stuff moving around like top down. What? Oh. Having problems with biters attacking stuff, and they've managed to destroy some of the railway, so now my trains can't get to where they want to go. So I guess when you get online, you can help me absolutely eradicate the local population. I need to find where I left the tank the last time.
You know what? I've got a different idea. I mean, I managed to download Steam, so happy days. But I'm thinking, like, because this laptop is irritating to say the least, I could technically just go and instead get a GeForce Now and kind of a stream play it, like cloud game it. Seems to be available.
Yes, I'll be intrigued to see how that'll work with our funny networking setup.
Well, that's a problem to solve. But...
Can you route? Because you'd essentially need to route GeForce through our VPN, which might be doable. I don't really know how GeForce networks. Do you have any idea how the G-Cloud stuff networks?
Not really. I only got a buddy at work, and he was like, "Yeah, this is what I use, and I like it, but I don't know if you got any specific use cases."
It's an interesting problem. But it's worth a try. I have no idea.
I mean, slowly getting there on the Middle Ages laptop. So
if you do, I can potentially remap our networking so it. I guess if I can get the IP range of G-Cloud, I can open up a firewall to allow access to G-Cloud servers, potentially. Yeah, that'll probably work. But I guess if we can get it running on the laptop, that'll probably be the easiest way. Let me go fix. Oh, I saw an interesting game that I'm kind of intrigued to play. I think it's called like Tunnet or something. And the idea is you're a network engineer.
me, no.
No, not you. Like there's a game, and it would be your role in the game is being a network engineer. So you're building up the networks with the relays and the hubs and stuff. And I thought it might be an interesting one to play, to actually learn how like the bare bones of networking properly works. Because I know bits and bobs, but I don't know it at that deeper level. Right. I've resolved the issue with the locals. Something that I guess I'm going to start now that that's dealt with. I think I'm going to start designing a defense network or defense blueprint. Did you ever, when you played this last, did you ever mess around with the robots and stuff like that?
Think, but like I said, I need to have it in front of me, then I can tell you if what I remember, what I don't.
The theory of why build something yourself when you can get an automated army of robots to build it for you. Right. What do I have on me? I think I have the things I need. Right. Time to start. I'm going to try and design something. So I guess the idea is I want I want a belt that will take ammunition for both artillery pieces and regular gun turrets. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother with flamethrowers. Right. Let's. Oh, I should probably do this on the length of one of these as well. Let's. I think we're not making artillery things at the moment, so let's just put that there for a space reference. And put that there. So then, right. Is that fine? Okay. I have my length that I need. Move the tank out the way. Oh, okay. Need gun turrets. Is this damaged? Just carrying around a load of broken stuff for me from where I've been fighting previously. Okay, that's perfectly like so. Don't need these to be fast. Is that out of build range? Okay.
Just another testimony of my commitment to PC gaming recently. It took me a few minutes to find what email I had for the Steam account. I didn't even have it in the password manager, which I used for a few years.
What is
but yeah, I got there.
Your primary gaming? Are you mainly Switch gaming these days?
PlayStation. I actually got a session later today with our friend Boris to play some Baldur's Gate.
My friend was recommending that to me because I sort of vaguely said that I'll start playing D&D with them at some point. So they said, "Oh, pick up Baldur's Gate because it's well, it's essentially D&D." Yeah, so maybe at some point. Oh, that was the thing I needed to care about. I guess I'll do the raiders separately. Yeah, because have you ever played? Are you a D&D player?
Never played like real life D&D, so something on the bucket list, but that's something which my nerd soul would definitely be into. So
no, I haven't given it a go either. Do something. Well, I'm gonna start this year. Find out how it goes. I worry that it'll bring out a darker side in me, maybe that I wasn't aware of. Okay.
Maybe it's for the good. You never know.
Yes.
But James is doing it weekly, isn't it? Or at least I've seen them on some other Discord that it's happening now and then.
I can't remember.
I think I even asked once if I can join them, but it was at the point when they were like too far in.
You have to start at the sort of start of a campaign, really, because otherwise, is, I guess I think you could bring it in, but there'll be so much backstory that's unique to that particular playthrough that I think it would be quite a hard task to do.
Yeah, but that's what I've been told. That's why I didn't, thought it was personal. It made sense. Just too late to the party.
I guess maybe the next time the campaign gets up and running, we can give them the go. Although there's a lot of people that we work with that do play those kind of games, so shouldn't be a shortage.
That's what I like about the industries.
Yeah, it's nice. I guess we're all nerds together.
Yeah, at the new job, we got a Switch Wednesday as well.
That's cool.
Got whooped in Smash Bros last time.
Yeah, because we had the PlayStation in the office, but I've never seen anyone play on it in recent years.
Yeah, it's a bit. It used to be quite like. I think that especially on Fridays, like you couldn't get your slot. Yeah, it kind of fizzled out.
I guess it kind of probably got killed by COVID a little bit as well, because no one's really in the office on Fridays.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think the last time I was in the office on Friday, and it was probably for something in particular. I think there was an event going on, or I needed to be elsewhere.
Yeah. I remember I even managed to win a tenner from Biagio in FIFA, and I'm really bad at those games.
Oh, I am terrible at FIFA.
Yeah, me too. And Biagio is pretty good. Like it was a fluke, but I couldn't let him forget for the next few years. Obviously, never agreed to the rematch because I knew what was going to happen.
You didn't want to get your ass whooped.
Yeah, I mean, I shoot the first time round, but somehow I managed.
You managed to fluke it. What am I missing? I'm missing... yeah. Purple science? No. One of my sciences isn't coming in fast enough. There seems to be a lack of purple on the belt. Blue, green, what's the... Are we using black? Oh, I think black's the issue because we have no walls? Where are my walls? Black coming from? Oh, it's just that furnace. Those furnaces aren't enough. There's so much of this space which is like, we probably should fix this in a nice, proper way, but I just ram stuff in where there's a little bit of space for it to increase production, and everything just gets worse all the time. It's just a mess. But heck, it's a working mess. No, all my friends at school always used to play FIFA, and I never really saw the people, and I just didn't like watching football, so...
Yeah, that's same for me. I mean, if you're born in Poland, being a football fan is kind of a masochism, like, at least from what I gathered. But so yeah, never been into. But like, it was a bit of a like on the uni in the office, like a social game. So.
Yeah, I think it's one of those ones because a lot of people play it. If you also play it, it's quite nice because it's just an easy way to play with people.
Yeah, and I think we even had like a tournament, like back in GL. I think a year or 2 years ago, and like I joined that because I thought like it'll be bunch of amateurs like me, and they were all serious. Like, I think I managed to score 1 goal in 5 games. Like, nope.
You turned up and it was the pro scene, and you're like, this was not what I
Yeah.
signed up for.
Exactly.
I think the game I sort of played the most of when I was younger was probably Call of Duty. It took up most of my time. But I don't think I can commit to the level of sort of try hardness that you have to have these days to play. I don't have the hours in the day that I did when I was like in school, 14, 15, and could just sink sort of reliably sort of 3 or 4 hours an evening into it.
So like I did the similar with the Counter-Strike. Like that was what we were skipping school for. And yeah, like I'm too old for that. Like I can't find that much time. Not to keep the skill. But hey, we got Factorio instead, so
Yeah, single player games now, so I just have myself to contest with being bad. Oh, and I'm about to do some really silly stuff, I guess.
I was trying to get my mum into some games as she was visiting over the Christmas. So that's something to. So we tried It Takes Two. I didn't have the patience. Then Borderlines. That was hilarious. Like they couldn't get the concept of walking and looking, so it's just like basically spinning around. So I was like, okay, this is not working. Switched to the VR. She was smashing it. And like, I'm not talking like just the easiest game. She was going through Horizon, Zombieland.
I guess because it's called stuff with like VR is quite it's built to be intuitive, whereas controller motion is not.
I had to slap her the fingers a few times when she was like pressing the PlayStation button instead of a stick, but most of the time it was quite smooth.
Yeah, because I tried to get my partner into gaming a bit, and I think she enjoys it to an extent, but she just finds it frustrating because she never really grew up doing it. So the idea of like moving with one and looking with another is kind of an alien concept to her.
You kind of don't have that like baseline gaming skill.
Yeah, if you didn't grow up using controllers, they're it's an odd thing to use. Oh my god. I'm not doing great on this. I'm in the process of designing a sort of a long-term defense, but in the meantime, everything just seems to be being attacked constantly in the base, and we never really built defenses. So I'm just trying to tell the army of robots to build a defense for me. And I guess it's kind of like I should probably get in the tank though and go and help them. Trying to remember what the first game I played. I think the one I remember from when I was little was, I think, Rayman on the PlayStation. I used to play that for ages. Although I think the first ones I maybe played was like Worms on the PlayStation 1. I assume you played Worms.
Recently as well, we got a little throwback. It's like a good one for multiplayer when people, especially for people who can't really play games.
Yeah, because it's a fairly like simple concept. And then
I purchased Factorio and it's downloading, so if any Factorio dev is listening, sorry for stealing it the first time.
he's making amends now.
By the way, what games did you try with your missus? Because like I'm trying to achieve the same. I think like the only It Takes Two was a hit. Mario Kart.
We had quite a good time in Overcooked, actually.
Yeah, I was heading to that. Like that's the absolute favorite. Where I think we completed everything you could in first one and extras.
Yeah, we did everything we could in Overcooked 1, and then sort of halfway through Overcooked 2. Played a bit of Minecraft with her as well, but because she works in design for her job, occasionally sort of it's quite like a similar thing, so she'll often come back from work and go, it's too much because it's too similar to what she's doing for work, which I get. Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't necessarily.
You tried to find a link, and it's too much of a link.
Yeah, essentially. Oh my goodness, making such a mess of what I'm doing. But yeah. But that's good. I think she would. She said occasionally she goes back to. She was on the server, and I think was building like I was building a honey farm, so she built like a giant bee on top of it, and I think was going to go finish that, but then the server got switched off, which was a little bit sad about. So maybe come back. Although we're in more of like a board games phase at the moment. I think it's feels easier to do than like a lower setup than a video game. If you just get a board game off the shelf and play that. Right, I've got the basis for my wall to keep the locals out. I feel very sort of 2020 Trump era. Oh, there's gonna be so many elections this year. But I guess let's not dive too deep into politics on the stream. Will annoy half of our viewers most likely.
I need to get my citizenship in time.
But you can think of moving abroad for a bit. Try somewhere else, see if it's better. Kind of see if the fallacy of the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence holds true, that just because it's somewhere else. And so if everywhere's kind of the same when you get there, they probably will just have their own unique issues. Did you manage to get the VPN installed? And that's
oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
You connected? Did it work?
No, not yet.
I think it's only for our infrastructure that we have in GCP that we need the VPN for. The rest of it will just route to the just general internet. Oh my god. Uh-oh.
Kind of semi-purposely didn't connect yet as the Factorio is downloading. But I'll fire it up to see. Also, I don't know if that's on the Steam or this laptop's Ethernet card is also underperforming. Yes, this is not my normal speed, but I'm halfway through it.
I'm just about fending off the armies of locals that are not particularly happy with what we're doing, what I'm doing on their planet. Although the ironic thing is they're destroying my clean energy, which shouldn't cause them any hassles. They should care about. Actually, I don't think we have any dirty energy anymore. We deleted all of our like fossil fuel burning energy sources. We have a nuclear power station and a load of solar panels. Not sure which generate more electricity. We have so many solar panels. Right. Oh, we're already making mistakes. Oh, my shield's not recharging. Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to fix my armor quickly because I don't seem to be. What is? Oh, no, that's I'm being an idiot. It's like, why isn't my armor charging up? And it's because it doesn't have a battery in it anymore, and also I'm using the. It's the tank's health I can see. Right. Hopefully by the end of the stream the base should be secure enough that we don't have to care about the monsters anymore. Right, let's stop the tank. With the oh, what was it? For like the internet card, the Ethernet card, do you reckon? I guess it probably is.
I mean, it should be 1 gig, like even if it's 10 years old. Like, I mean, it might be just like whatever you get from the Steam. I notice it like when I download any games on the PlayStation, like it's going far from the speed I can achieve. I presume they just throttle it on their side.
I wonder if it also might be your disk speed if you've got a sort of
10-year-old that's another one.
Hard drive in there.
Yeah, there's no SSD over there.
Yeah, that might be your.
Yeah, that might be actually the limiting factor. You're right.
It's always fun. Yeah, I think I'm.
Shouldn't be for the PlayStation though.
No, because they have really fast drives to do the direct. What's it? I can't remember what they call it now. Their fancy thing with where they have like direct from hard memory to output graphics. They have a fancy name for it. Do you remember what it is?
I know what you're talking about, but I can't tell you the name either. Yeah, but I noticed like usually like if I download the game, I'm getting like 200-300 megs. If I do a speed test, I should get 9. I'm getting like 900.
Yeah, I would have. I imagine that will be.
It is acceptable though, so.
Their side, it'll be server side.
Yeah, I mean, I can live with that.
That's not too bad. I don't think Factorio is that big, or maybe it's grown since since I originally got it.
I got 1 minute remaining.
You'll get there in the end. So I'm just trying to count power poles. 1, 3, 4, 5 power poles.
I just, well, since I got the Baldur's Gate with Boris, I was chatting with him and pointed him to the stream. He's also big on Factorio.
He's gonna message me afterwards and tell me all the reason things I'm doing wrong, how I can make my things more efficient. Oh, finally researching artillery, which is the kind of the final piece in this puzzle.
Offering his own server, actually. So
I would be intrigued to play on someone else's server. It could be fun. Play with Boris. I think, what was it? Because I was designing, I was a single player world, and it's getting pretty big there, and now things are getting to the point where I'm designing sort of on really like large scales. I can't remember. I think I have some of the blueprints. Oh yeah, I've started building a nuclear energy thing, and in the map I'm on, it seems fine. If I load it into this map, it's about my one power plant is about the width of our entire factory. You can just kind of get ridiculous.
Yeah, a bit hard to find a spot for this one.
If you want, we can maybe plonk it down, because I think we're automating all the bits that are required to build it, so we could try and get it up and running, because in theory, eventually, if we run this world long term, we'd need that level of power.
By the way, I sent it on the Discord. I don't know if have you seen that Creeps game?
Oh, the one that you sent. I kind of briefly had a look at it, but I'm not gonna lie, I saw JavaScript and
I thought you were gonna say that. It's like, it all looks good apart from JavaScript, yeah.
And then kind of moved on.
Yeah, that's where
I have a funny story about JavaScript actually. When I was at uni and starting to learn to program, we were starting to I think it was like the third programming language we did was Java. I was like, oh, I will go do like one of these online courses. Just clicked one that says Java and it didn't really read it. And at the time I didn't really know a huge amount of code language. It's like, oh, this is really easy. Yeah, doing some stuff, messing around, making some fun like balloon arts in a web browser. What I hadn't realised is I'd clicked on a JavaScript tutorial. So I accidentally learned like base level JavaScript, which wasn't too hard, and then had the fun of having to learn actual Java after that, which was a different experience, to say the least.
very, very diplomatic of you to say.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how I don't think I'd mind JavaScript, but I think it has its issues. And I think the people that use it regularly really love it, whereas it's kind of a bit quirky if you're coming from something else.
I mean, I did some JavaScript, like when I was getting into coding, like a very early. It's like kind of a good, not a bad one to start.
Yeah.
But I didn't fall in love.
I would say that Python is probably easiest to start with, but JavaScript is fairly easy as well.
So we that was like on the boot camp, and we were doing Ruby and JavaScript. And Ruby is basically a kind of like a Python with no indentation.
Sounds so much better. I don't know why you changed.
Yeah, they just put end at the end of it, but obviously a big simplification. But yeah, I think it was heavily inspired by Python.
What was it? Have you seen the thing with like the Greek question mark? That is a different ASCII character that looked exactly like a semicolon.
Yeah, I think I've seen it somewhere. But
Yeah, if you ever want to mess with a Java dev. Oh. Am I low on power? Or...
yeah, it kind of reminds me of like one of my favorite posts. It's like the best commit message, and I think the change was basically replacing the white space with the white space, but the commit was like 2 pages long because it was actually like a really cool problem, and it was encoding problem after all, but some poor soul spent like a few days figuring it out.
Oh, I've got someone in the chat. Hello, Kathy.
Thankfully, oh, hello. Yeah, and thankfully documented it nicely. So it's... I'm always bringing it up, and so when someone is having a shit commit messages, it's like, look at this.
Oh, some of my commit message. I think my favourite ones are some of my Ansible ones from work, because you can just see me going slowly mad as I'm trying to test, because everything's run in like the enterprise version of Ansible, so we have to push. The code has to be pushed before it can be used or deployed before I can test it. So you'll just see all of these little commit messages of me changing little things to try and increment things through. Python isn't pseudocode, and just 100 other hilarious jokes. Yeah, Python pretty much is pseudocode. I'll agree with you on that one. I had some very weird interviews when I was first starting a career for encoding, and someone was asking me like, how would you sort something? And the interview was kind of Java. I think it was meant to be for a Java role or something like that. I was very confused by the question because of being fresh out of uni at the time. Like, what exactly do you want here? And I didn't get the job because I essentially wrote out using like ifs and loops, like built the sorting algorithm. And I can't remember what it was. I maybe did like a bubble sort or something like that, coded from scratch. And I think they were just asking for essentially the list.sort, but I was like, my brain was overthought it way too much and thought they were trying to trick me and like wanted something really complex, and the answer was no. They just wanted me to go .sort to see if I knew how to code.
I almost fell for that trap once as well. Like, I was like, this is too good to be true. This sounds too simple. And like, I very hesitantly, because like it was a whiteboarding session. It was like, I would do just this. I like looked very scared. I was like, yeah, great. I was like, Jesus, like, why did you do that to me?
Although in fairness, I'm now on the
didn't get the job. But
I'm now on the other side of like the interview view things occasionally, and some of the things was like asking people, like, what would you do to debug like some pipelines, and the answer I'm looking for a lot of the time is read the error logs, because so many times where people come to me and go, this isn't working, and you open up what they're trying to do, and it's just they haven't bothered. It says exactly what's wrong in the log, and you're just like, oh, did you
do the character from the stack trace? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like variable not defined, and you're like, well, that'll probably be the one. finally, my robots are here to give me the things I need. I've built my wall, Patrick. We're gonna stop the locals. There was something else I wanted to put in there. Oh no. Give me tank. I naively thought I could shoot over my walls with my tank shells, and I have just blown up everything I just built. Perfect.
I got the Factorio starting. Got the Cloudflare warp as well. What do I do from here? Because I got your link.
So if you just go to multiplayer and then I think it's direct join.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't get that far yet.
Yeah, if you're connected to the VPN and have the address, you should be able to just join.
In terms of that warp, I just like click the switch to connected, but I didn't configure anything there. Is that sufficient, or do I need to configure anything in the warp itself?
I think there's a way to do. It's been a little while. Set it up once and put it away. I think you might need to log in.
Like normally, like in the VPN, like you have some sort of a profile.
Yeah. I guess maybe once, if you get Factorio up and running, there's preferences. Let me have a look. Oh, that's not meant to be there.
Yeah, Factorio is indeed on.
Connections. I think there's like an account. Yeah, if you go to like settings and then go to account, and I think you should be able to log into Cloudflare essentially, and we should have assigned you to the groups that will allow you to authenticate in, and then once you're authenticated you should just be in the VPN and you should be good to go. The wall is running. The bullets are arriving. I was going to put in laser turrets. Laser turrets, and then at some point we'll put in we can load in artillery into this design, and then this hopefully will be done. Where are things breaking now? Up here. Cliffs. Let me know when you're if Factorio is up and running, so we can go on the break and I can kind of run through sort of the behind the scenes and debug in a little bit more detail, if that'd be helpful at the moment.
Like kind of should be. Okay, so you mentioned on the Cloudflare to add the account. It does ask me on the team name.cloudflareaccess.com.
Yeah, let me.
Do we have?
I'll put us on a break and I can run through all this credential stuff with you, and then
yeah, all right, sweet.
Come back with it all, just so we don't accidentally share something that's important. So See you all in a bit. Hello and welcome back everyone. So Patrick has gotten onto the server and we can go around, have a tour of the factory and see how much of this jogs your memory. So I guess this bit, this is the rocket silo. This is kind of we're pretty close to where we spawned. We were trying to get it exactly on it. You were spawned up here, so we're not far off. So this is kind of what we set up. Kind of to the left over here. I don't know if you want to follow along. This is like the original like last bit of the original base. So we have our red and green science here. Yeah, and all of our labs at the bottom.
Hang on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try something radical. Well, I try to plug in a monitor to that laptop, but it's a 4K monitor.
Ooh.
So
well, I guess as long as you render 4K on the monitor, you should be alright.
I hope that's not going to be a default. At the moment, I was starting to think that do I have a HDMI on this? But yeah, I do. It's not that old.
So I'd say HDMI's old technology.
Okay, no. So. Okay, no, that's not good. I tried. That's it.
No dice on that one.
I'll leave on the small one. So.
Yeah, so here's our science. And do you like my mess of belts and inserters down beneath?
That's nice and smooth.
I think is it Alt? Well, I can't remember. I think it's Alt. It'll show you like what everything's producing, which is kind of. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play Factorio without Alt on all the time. We have military science coming up here, and then I guess the other important bit, which a lot of this, it doesn't really matter so much where things are anymore. Oh, the rocket's just launched. I don't know if you saw that.
Nope.
If you head up north, this is kind of where we produce all the stuff to build the base. Your foot, yeah, and behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, up here is kind of where we produce stuff for us. But if you press E, you have like logistics system, so you can just request anything out of the logistics system. Most things are now in the logistics system. So,
but I tend to look on the stream rather than on the monitor because it's bigger.
Fair enough. And then I guess the rest of the stuff is probably easiest to explain in map view. So we have to the east of where we are currently is at the original train stations where we get iron and coal drop off, and they go into these big smelting columns which aren't really enough anymore. And then there's all of our oil refineries, which I think the bottleneck in here is just amount of raw oil being passed in. I think we set up coal cracking as well, which I don't know what the bottleneck here is. Then going down south we have another sort of a later set of smelting arrays that are to power kind of the new base, and this is a lot neater. This was once we figured out that this kind of spaghetti mess and the scale that we'd built to begin with was just not going to be enough, so we kind of started expanding. There's nuclear power south of that. We've got a small nuclear reactor. I don't think our power is particularly an issue. We're using about half of the available power at the moment. We have a big solar field off to the left, and then there's some down by the railways. And there's a little robot factory off to the east, because most of the stuff now we do through robots. Just get them to build for us. And they are slowly going off and building a wall.
As you do. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice setup.
The trains were a nightmare, but they're now stable. So, but yeah, there's a lot of lots of bugs around that are causing problems, so we need to start building walls around so we can kind of have a stable area of the base. So kind of where the radar ends to the east is probably where the next wall will go, just north-south there, and then probably one on the south to join those two lakes beneath where the railway ends. And then I don't know to the west where we'll build a wall. If you want, you can go around tanking and killing the bugs. This would be helpful if you can't really remember, or if you want to try and build something, feel free. Our main bottleneck is green science at the moment, which is bottlenecked by the amount of iron we're producing. Potentially make it a little bit better by passing some of this back to it. 'Cause what does that go into? That just goes into circuit boards. Sure, let's.
I'm not poking around what's where and so on, but tanking sounds like a good task for me.
So, kind of beneath, sort of off to the east, there's a little triangle on the map. That's the tank above the train station. That's
I can see it.
I think it's. I'll go and check and go look and see if it's full of stuff. It should. I think I loaded it up with a load of rocket fuel and tank munitions. Try not to get run over by a train. I say that as the only person that's been run over by a train, but it has happened to me 3 times. I think Wally managed to blow up a car with a train.
Still further.
Ah, you got loads of ammo. Could probably use a bit more fuel though. There you go. You have a machine gun and a cannon on the tank that you switch with. You can switch between with tab. Space to shoot, and then sort of WASD to move. And you vaguely shoot where your cursor's pointing.
Let's go.
Let's see if that makes green any faster. Because we need... still ain't great, but better. Oh, is it needed? I can't remember what I was saying now. Oh yeah, I was building the wall. And we don't have enough walls. 'Cause this is out of bricks. Oh, sometimes I hate the way I do this. I try and just put things in. I'm gonna go and steal bricks from elsewhere and make a second factory making walls instead of trying to cram in more there.
And a specific area you want to focus with that tank?
Oh, I can put...
Oh, oh shit, sorry.
Don't worry, the robots will replace it. That's the nice thing about the robots. I'll put some markers on the map to kill, if I can remember how to... Yeah. Let's grab a military icon. I guess. Oh, I guess that probably makes more sense. I should be better at this. that, so then I can do this multiple times. That, confirm. Paste. Icon. Confirm. Can you see? Are you seeing my tags?
I should. I'm just trying to not break anything else. I can drive over the rail, right?
Yes, the rails are safe to drive over. I think I can't remember if the signals are safe as well, but again, and if you destroy anything, the robots will get round to replacing it, so it's not the end of the world, essentially.
Sorry for being such a noob, but
It's alright.
been a while. I'm an old man, so I'll get there.
If it's any consolidation, I still run over things as well with the tank, so I think it's just part of Factorio life. That noise you occasionally hear is the things being destroyed by bugs. Ooh, oh, we're searching atomic bombs.
See where you are. Tags. Okay, like north next to the wall, kind of, and next to the two turrets. Sorry.
East. So there should be little things that say kill on the map.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. Okay, cool. I was going the wrong way around anyway.
Cool.
But I got it now, so
Wait,
progress. Got in progress.
You leave. Let me give you some repair kits. Oh wow, you've really made yourself deep into the base. Here you go. There's 100 repair kits in the tank's inventory, so you should.
So I've seen that the triangle, so I thought that's what you meant by the tag.
Oh no, those are just where we still don't have enough factories. I can see why you're having a hard time getting out of here. What was that you hit? Oh, it's the underground pipes.
I should get out of the
go north. I'll build you some more land. Just run along the train tracks. If a train hits you, you should win.
Can I drown in the lake with a tank? Probably not.
It will just stop you more than anything
else. I think that's what happened.
I didn't have enough of that. Give me.
Okay.
Give me a minute while the robots come to my aid, and we can build a bridge for you. Where are they? Oh, they're all trying to bring me bullets. Do we have? Oh, so I was going to build another factory.
Fit in here. Yeah. Alright, that's...
You're free now. I'm free.
Just waiting for an upcoming train, but no, off the track.
Fortunately, most of the stations are full at the moment because we've run out of... we don't have enough stuff coming in, so that is what's the limiting factor. Right, let me go and put another radar down so we can see what's going on here, and then I need to work out on how I want to build my map. It is nice to have kind of an area sealed off with a nice sort of barrier that you know you're just not going to have things coming in and destroying all the things you built.
Oh shit!
Have you found the bugs?
Yeah, more than I wanted.
If you keep moving, it's probably easier. You can also run them over as a valid tactic.
More of a hit and retreat. They turned up turret, that's annoying. Like independently or...
Yeah, the turret follows your cursor. It's just a little bit slow to swivel. If you tab to the machine gun, it will lock onto enemies directly, if that makes sense. What the heck happened here?
I managed to kill the first spot, but I have to say that wasn't the best effort.
That's fine, as long as you don't... As long as the tank still lives by the time you've killed it, you can just get out, repair it, and go again. It's kind of... what all there is to it, really.
Time for a spinning wheel.
Spinning wheel? Are you?
Yeah, that's the...
You're just rolling forwards. You're rolling towards the enemy base. Yeah, you might want to get out and repair the tank.
Yeah.
If you keep going backwards, you should go into... There's a load of gun turrets near you that you can potentially use. Yeah, if you get out there, you should be protected by the... Or go forwards a little bit towards those, they'll protect you. There you go. You should just be able to get out anywhere there and then repair. I would advise stopping the tank before you get out, because...
So how do I repair?
So there's some repair kits in the inventory of the tank. I think. They just take those out and hold them.
Oh yeah.
I think you right click on the tank with them in your hand. And that should be enough.
Did I fuck something up? So I don't see the tank anymore.
I don't think it was destroyed. Let me have a look.
I mean, I started repairing it. I got like a little screwdriver.
Oh, you probably picked it up. It'll be in your inventory. Press E.
Ah, I could pick up the tank. Fuck. Alright, I don't see that coming.
Yeah, you can pick. You'll have to put all the bullets and stuff back in it, but yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, well, like I said, been a while.
Put it back down and other click, I'm guessing. Oh, I never put those. Do I care enough? Trying to see if I got rid of all my grenades, because I think, oh, I have. Need a way to clear the trees. Oh, very well, I may have run out of grenades. If you've managed to repair, how's the repairing going?
Getting there.
we have grenades in the network? Oh, no grenades in the network. I'm gonna have to go steal grenades from somewhere. Oh yeah, I was building more walls as well. I forgot about that. Make me walls. Not all of them. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, nice. This still doesn't actually. Man, this is inefficient. Just tell you to go and see if we can get this to clear up a little bit quicker. Right. Yeah, I was stealing grenades. I always get so sidetracked when I play this. I just stand around and go, what on earth am I doing? Just to get distracted as I wander from one place to another. Right, you can have this, and this. I want these. May not be a good idea, stealing all our grenades from the science production. I can go back to blueprinting, making a blueprint for maybe a city block to fill out the space in the way that we can then automatically expand if we ever want to. Oh.
I'm sorry, but
I really should pay attention. I was like, oh, I kind of saw it as well. I was like, I can probably get across that track beforehand. The answer was no. I just have to go get all my stuff back. Oh, I feel so slow now. You putting all the stuff back in the tank now. I think you should have a load of like rocket fuel, tank shells. I'm not entirely sure what the red ammo is called. I don't want this. There's still stuff in there. Cool. I started walking across the train tracks and immediately saw a train. I was like, oh no, please not again. Once, fair enough. A second time would just be infuriating.
Out of curiosity, does it repair itself if I don't?
If you park it in the area where the robots can service it, it will eventually get repaired. But otherwise, so kind of, but not really. It'll take a long time. Why are you struggling to figure out how to repair it?
I don't know if this is like because I
There we go. I have more repair kits on me. Yeah, Yeah, if you hold the repair kit so they kind of come up on your cursor and then right click on it.
Right, there you go.
Or left click.
Yeah, left click. Oh, and I need to hold it.
Yeah, hold it down. There you go. And
So
then,
that's fixed. How do I put it in the tank? There's all this stuff.
Yeah, with an empty hand, just click on the tank. If you can press Q to get rid of what you're holding in your hand, and then just, I think it's shift.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Yeah, shift click will dump stuff in that. I have more tank shells on me, so have fun. And then you'll need rocket fuel as well. And a dump any extra, stuff. And yeah, control click will, ooh, weapons control, driver.
Yeah.
There you go, and it will automatically, I don't know for the fuel, but it will automatically take the extra ammo from its trunk into the ammo slot, so you don't necessarily have to worry about re-ammoing. You may need to worry about refueling. I'm not entirely sure. I've never trusted it enough just to see if let it run out and see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Somehow I managed. Okay.
There's a big wall that way, so you can't go any further north, really.
I was about to have a look at it, actually, but yeah.
They're being kept out up there.
So, yeah, I'm probably gonna spend some time, like, after today, like, just messing around on the single player and getting back all the dependencies and what's where and so on.
Yeah, it's kind of at the stage that most of like the base building is done, so it's either you make things really efficient or it's kind of like building out blueprints. Yeah, I'm trying to map out like I think I want to have like a kind of a grid based design that I can just stamp down as like a base for the robot network and stuff like that. It's just working out how to do that. Right, that's level there. You're too high. You should plan to go somewhere.
I'm just poking around the so feel free to grab it.
So I'm just moving it slightly out of the way so I can get.
Yeah, if you want me to put it back when I found it, that's cool too.
I think it's alright where it is. It's just making sure. God, it's like staring at a line and trying to work out whether it's straight or not. Probably the easiest way to this would be map for you. So that is a clean line that's going through the middle of them, through the middle of those, through the middle of those. Okay, and then I wonder if I do a nice little wide gap. How wide do I want it? Guess maybe That's... Although 10 looks quite nice, actually.
So, what's the alternative for middle click on the touchpad?
Middle click? What are you trying to do with middle click?
I just lined some shortcuts and I see that the middle click to clear them.
Cleared them? Oh, I don't even know if there is an equivalent for middle click on the touchpad.
Okay, I'll find the mouse.
Making you dig out all of your old stuff today.
I'm just gonna nick one from Marta.
She's gonna come home like, where's all my stuff gone?
I was avoiding taking it because I prefer the touchpad to this one because it's the one for the people with tendonitis. It's just that weird side mouse.
Oh yeah, the ergonomic ones. Never really used them.
There you go, I got a mouse. I'm running out of desk now.
Is the next step of this you going and getting a bigger desk? By the end of this, you'll have built a full gaming rig.
And I have to say that like, trying it on the touchpad was a little too ambitious, I think.
Yeah, I haven't gamed the touchpad for ages.
Even this weird mouse is better than...
I guess something like a deck building game or something where it's just it's not particularly fast paced or not real any like non-real time game you might be able to get away with, but real time you're probably gonna struggle. Be careful, the grenades will hurt. You can take the tank if you want. I'm just gonna be
no worries. I know I'm probably not the most useful right now, but I'm just poking around to see what's good.
Yeah, if you want any stuff, just use the logistics robots to request things. They'll be able to bring you stuff if you want to build anything. You can have a play making a little factory to do something, although you'll probably have to steal ingredients from, I guess, the new factory you could probably get away with stealing ingredients from.
Almost, what, 36 hours in on this map?
Yeah, it's quite a while. Yeah, I think it took us like 34 to finish, or 32, I can't quite remember. We had all the stats. Right. I think I now have
Tree is considered a kill. That's a funny one.
What's considered a kill? Oh, a tree, yeah. I think the train also has some kills. Right, I now have my blueprint. Or I have what I want to be my blueprint. Let me grab all of you. Grid, snap to grid. Let me take off 10, I think, is what I want. God, I'm trying to work out how I can get this to snap. This is going to be fun. Do I need more than 10? If I do 4, 2, I think that looks right.
Oh, I don't know how long ago, but I can see James asking how is it going without him.
We're getting by. I think he's that's fairly recent. Tell us off for not checking chat, probably.
Eventually I did.
Right, let me. Oh god, the bugs. They don't like. So if I'm trying to find a place to stamp this down as like a test. What have I done with it? Where's my grid? That's my grid. You know what? Let's destroy the old one, and then I can figure out what's going on with the new one. I'll destroy the tank? No. Good. Yeah, of course. He's just laughing at us now.
So mean.
Right. Oh. At some point I'll improve this to contain nice concrete walkways as well. Okay. Let's grab that blueprint and fiddle around with the positions. M. Do I want it that close? So I guess we can start there, why not? So we do that, and then how does that... Oh, I have actually done this correctly. Oh, I did something right. It works.
Nice.
Right. Okay. That actually looks quite satisfying. Got little loops. Can you see all my ghosts? So hopefully the robot should come and build this. I'm going to go deal with the things that are still in the way. Ooh, ooh. And then just expand this pattern. And then I think hopefully by the end of this we can have a nice perimeter, and then next steps will be hooking everything up. I guess do you wanna, if you wanted to give something a go, you could try and lay some train tracks to some ore deposits. Trapped all the bugs in the trees, and they don't much like it. It's confusing the pathfinding. Have you ever looked into pathfinding algorithms and how they work?
Not really, no.
They're cool things, but incredibly incredibly complicated. Right, repair tools. Oh, sorry, like, did I give you all my repair tools? Oh, there's some in the tank as well. What are you trying to do? This first bit. Oh. We're trying to set up a border defense, is the idea. There's a wall here that is now created, so I don't have to care about anything north of the wall. I'm setting up my own Game of Thrones spin-off. And yeah, setting up a border so then everything within said border we can then build and connect, and then we can choose when we expand, in a sense. So if we ever wanted to come back to this world or build out kind of turn it into sort of a mega base, we've got like a good foundation, and it means when we're building stuff or trying to figure stuff out, we don't have to worry about the biters coming and just destroying things, which takes up a lot of time. So if, yeah, it's building that wall. We researched artillery cannons as well now, so we'll look at integrating those into the defences too, so that they will just clear everything in a radius, and then we can just expand automatically and don't really have to care about what's going on with the biters, is kind of the goal. And so set up those blueprints so we can just stamp them down over and over. But at the moment I'm just clearing out biter nests where I want to build. Doing it in a very haphazard way. Yeah, I have been wanting this perimeter because I think it's every week we start and go and fight with the bugs. I don't want to fight with, well, I want to fight with them on my own terms. It also means that we'll have robots all the way across, although I don't know if these sync with each other, so that'll be interesting. That's a good point. Do these sync? No. How do I want to fix that? I think for now have one in the opposite corner to the radar. Oh yeah, and of course that won't. Will that link in? Oh god, there's so much on my screen. That should link in. I guess we're just out of those. Fair enough. But anyway, while the robots build those up, back to killing bugs. Right. You up to anything, Patrick? I can see you wandering around in the woods.
Yeah, I was I was reading the tutorial after being very clumsy, so to speak. I didn't remember half of the shortcuts and, and keys. So. Better now. I'll need to jump to the other room for a second. I'm going to mute myself, but be back in literally a minute.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm literally under the around the turret, so should be alive.
You hope so, at least.
Yeah.
One more base down, and the quest to raid this and leak the space. Oh, not good. Real not good. There we go. It'd be funny if you get the tank to shoot cliff explosives. It's like an extra weapon. I can't remember how far across I wanted to go. I think this is probably towards the end of it. It's running away. Let's repair, and then have a look where we are on the map. Kind of want to get that uranium. Oh, I left the thing there. Hello. Yeah, I think one more row of this, and then if we put a wall down, we'll be printed up. So, so 2, 3. Actually, no, just. I'm never entirely sure how the placement in the dark works, whether it picks up or not. With the snap to grid, it should be fine. That's a big base. Let's go clear out the little ones first. So I guess this is the boundary. And is there a cliff here? Nope, just all the trees.
I'm back.
I've just been fighting since you've left. I think I've nearly got to the point where I want to build my next wall, claiming the territory, but I don't think we have the robots aren't building robot ports fast enough. Probably.
So you're gonna go to like the lake to lake, so to speak?
Yeah, there's no. I guess you could just build
like
a wall
similarly
anywhere.
to the north.
Yeah, I don't know. I quite like just going lake to lake because I guess it means less wall.
Yeah.
And then also natural obstacle the biters can't get past. But yeah, I mean you can slowly close off the base. Just don't want to park in queue. Yeah, 'cause I think if I build my wall north-south here. We get the uranium. We get, oh, there's maybe a big iron deposit off to the side, but hey ho, we can come build that later.
What was the bottleneck again?
Was it robot?
Was it iron?
What? I think so. Let's have a look. We're looks like bottlenecked on iron ore at the moment. There, where is the nearest deposit? I guess there's a deposit to the west of us, which could potentially be hooked up. And then there's another one south that looks like it would be a good candidate to be connected. Unfortunately, there's no iron this way. We've got stone, uranium, coal, lots of coal.
There is like the one which would be technically just past the wall.
Beyond the wall. That's a big old base, though.
Yeah, but the red bits those will be to kill, I presume.
Yeah, those are.
And that looks like loads.
Do you want to ride along in the tank and we can give it a go?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Let me just clear up the old ones. Repair up the tank and let's give it a go.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, that's fine.
I'll come and pick you up.
At least I watched for the trains, so.
Oh, that wasn't intentional.
Funny enough, I just almost walked into a train as well.
Yeah, it's the one going sort of north-south, east of the base are kind of the danger ones. Also, we've I think in the last stream we put I hit a train. I won in the tank. Need to add fuel. Do I have any fuel? Oh, I can burn on wood for now. Right, let me repair this and then. Can I drive? Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Not that I've been doing a particularly good job. You in? Before I kill you again. Yeah. Okay. Good. Did you have anything on your old body that you particularly want to go back and collect?
Nothing of value, so wouldn't worry too much. Whatever I got when I started.
Your pistol and your yellow bullets.
I still got a.
You get a new pistol every time you die, and 10 rounds of ammunition. But you could definitely get to a point in this where you just cannot survive in the world because the biters get stronger the longer you play. So if they wiped out your sort of power infrastructure and you ran out of munitions, there would just be no coming back after a while.
That would be horrible, like 50 hours in.
I think you'd be very unlucky to have it at like that 50-hour mark, right? There's a few of these. It's more kind of now the robots kind of repair the base for you. It's kind of probably just before you get the robots. Well, this is where you're particularly vulnerable to that. This is spicy. quite the following now. There we go. Oh, I found another. Oh, I hate how the it slows you down, and the sort of acid they spit at you. That's one base down. We found a nice big clump of iron out this way.
Yeah, that's...
It wasn't even the one we were originally aiming for. That's down here somewhere. Uh-oh. Backwards.
I think can come back from that potentially.
Let's run away and repair. I wonder if it will have made you the driver now. Or if I will still be the driver. Right. Oh, it's not fully healed. I couldn't see because of the post. You ready to roll again?
Sure.
Yeah, the only real danger with the tank is getting stuck, and that's either you hit a cliff or hit water. I think water in a way is more dangerous than cliffs because it's harder to see.
Oh, that turned out to be pretty big as well.
I think, yeah, that was.
And it kind of emerges that like two walls will be.
Yeah.
Like you got lake to lake and then lake to lake if you had to capture those iron ores. Well, it's like 9 and 8, so pretty sizable.
Ooh, out of bullets.
Ooh.
This is a tiny little lake. I need to go and Can you? We really need to get back to somewhere where we can put cannon shells in this. It's interesting, because at the time it auto reloaded. Just dragging the horde around.
We could use another lake, kind of like in the uncovered spot. In the middle.
We are legitimately out of cannon shells. I guess time to go home and get some more cannon shells. Let me request more of them. Let's say 1,000. Oh no, I think I put 100. Cool. When we get back in robot range, we should get more. Something's being destroyed. Gun turrets and robots.
That one spot was... Oh, it's already getting repaired, so...
Yeah. Let's just have a look at the map and see what we discovered. So, the one we initially saw was 9.2, that's pretty good. And then
the other one was
8.1.
8. Yeah.
Yeah. We can...
Like, if there would be like a lake, another lake, like in the middle, like just north of that red spot, that would be perfect. Like small 3 walls, and you got that perimeter covered.
Yeah, I think just go up, and then maybe join to the lake at the north. They're slowly building out the out the base. The robots are getting there. Connect everything up. We've kind of got this clover pattern going on. Let's see. Is it worth setting that up? Do I have a... I think I set up a blueprint for miners. Yeah, we did. Mine this way? No, it's not a... It doesn't quite match. There we go. Is that a problem in the other one? I just realised in the blueprint I made for my miners, there's a gap in the... doesn't look like it for that one. They were happy about it. Oh, apparently we've got all the robot ports, so they just don't know how to get to the next areas. Just need to build you there, there, there. Oh, it's hard to tell what's going on when things are buried in the trees. Figuring out what exactly, where exactly meant to place stuff is always a bit finicky. And there's no one there. Okay, that's cool. I guess we can pop the ones in for here as well. Have all the little robots turned up yet and given me thousands of tank shells? That connection is good. Okay, robot should expand out. Logistics. Oh, what? Oh, I'm such an idiot. Because I died, my logistics have been disabled, so nothing was coming to us.
Sorry.
It'll take them a little while. Something's being destroyed somewhere. Oh, the robots are flying over one of the
yeah, one of the spots and they get killed.
I guess once we've done the west side, we can potentially go and have a look. Done the east side, we can potentially go and have a look at the west side. Although it might be once we've finished up. What do we have? We have the north perimeter will be fairly easy to do. Okay, yeah, we've got quite a bit of work to do on the east perimeter. South perimeter looks fairly simple because we just have a line there, and then west is also ambiguous where it should be placed. Oh, we're bottlenecked by a different science now, though. It's yellow that's not being produced fast enough, which is due to a lack of low density structures, which I'm guessing is a copper ore problem. No, it's a plastic problem. What is being destroyed? Is it just... Oh yeah, it's just those robots.
Just more and more of them. Yeah. Oh, there's another problem around the iron ore.
Yeah, they've destroyed the radar, so I can't see what's going on. Oh my goodness, I've just seen... I've come back and seen all the stuff being delivered. I think we might need to go and deal with whatever that problem is. It seems slightly more serious. Oh, it annoys me that they always take out the radars. I have no idea what's going on.
That iron wall on the left is unprotected and there's a lot of mess going on there.
Right, do you want to hop in?
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, I think I was just telling the robots to build that, and they started building it as someone came along, as the fighters came along. So they are gonna at some point build guns there as well, but I guess they're putting the mining drills down first. I'm not having a good day of it, unfortunately. These pipes I do not want to hit. That's the water we use for nuclear power. If you break those, the base loses power. Imports ones. Oh, some of the solar fields. Actually, we could put down more solar if we wanted to. Oh, they've stopped destroying stuff. I'm guessing they died? Question mark? Moved on?
The turrets are back as well, so maybe some robots repaired the stuff. There's still a little cluster, like slightly outside of the turret range, but
that might just be an old radar issue. Let's go have a look. Oh, I can see a big group coming in from the north. Oh yeah, the robots managed to place down. Oh, they destroyed the power as well. Do you want to... There we go. I guess we'll go... Shall we go save the robots that are being constantly killed by flying over by their own stupidity?
Why not?
As we're here. And have bullets again. Hello. I do wonder if we put nuclear fuel in this, whether it would be fast enough just to outrun the biters with, even when we're gunked up.
It might be. Like, I mean, you're not far off as it is.
Yeah, as long as I don't get too much of the spitter juice on me, it seems to be good. Right, there we go. Right, time to go back to what we were doing.
Building walls.
Nation building, setting up your borders. Whoa. Trains have been aggressive today, although it was. I'm sad I've destroyed one, but a little bit of me is kind of. It felt quite nice to win the collision. I have no idea how much health they have. You can build a train with an artillery cannon mounted on the top of it. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing here so we don't break something important. There we go. Thread the gap.
Chernobyl for today.
Sorry?
No Chernobyl for today.
I've never done it, but I know I think if you destroy a nuclear reactor while it's actively consuming nuclear fuel, it's not good. I guess we are in the process of researching atomic bombs, so we're probably not that.
Same shelf. And since I looked like the 30% progress was made, so not that far off.
Yeah, our science isn't in great shapes at the moment, unfortunately. How is this here already? You were just here. They're building back. This is why we need the wall.
Yeah, there's a big bunch there as well.
Oh god, more stuff's being destroyed. I guess I think that's the thing that I want the perimeter for, is just so we have the uncertainty of what's being destroyed. At least when there's just a big wall around the edge, you know, it's just going to be a turret or something on the perimeter that the robots will eventually replace. Uh-oh. Not good. Actually, sometimes I think I end up doing more damage to the tank from shooting it myself due to my bad driving than the biters do. Alright, that's one side done. Let's repair, and then I guess we go north, and then we can plan out the walls. Do you reckon I should... Actually, no. I'm going to build the network with all the robots out here before starting to build the walls. If I build the walls before the robots can bring ammunition. Going for a little jog?
I don't know if you've played with the nukes, but I can read that they are apparently underpowered. But one way to find out.
I guess we'll build one and give it a go. I guess. Cafe, do you know if are they worse than the artillery? I guess they must be more powerful than the artillery shells. I think I vaguely am aware that you have to fire them from a rocket launcher, which means that you have to go and do it. You may be able to get the spider drone to go and do it, but bit of a faff. We don't need to go that far. Oh. We'll call this like Sunday driving. We spent most of the episode just wandering around in the tank.
That's just what you need.
Next week, Euro Truck Simulator. I've never played a trucking simulator. You said was it Farming Simulator that you played quite a bit of?
Yeah, a little too much to be fair.
I won't air your sort of habits in public of how much you play. But is it that just driving tractors around, or am I completely naive in what you do in farming?
So you need to plan your crops, you need to plan the fields. There's some economy in place. Like you got different bits and bobs. Like then you can expand forestry, some animals, and you kind of need to keep making money and keep having it in check. I mean, it's one of those games which you can easily like kind of break because it has some like disproportional mechanics sometimes. So I can, for instance, just put a lot of wind power, just sleep through a few nights, and you basically have unlimited money. But I always come across those problems in those games.
I was about to say,
but you know, if you set that aside, like I don't know, for some reason when you harvest the crops and you got that, you have to like drive alongside the harvester. I don't know, for some reason that was satisfying. But yeah, like apparently the next one is like mostly automated. Yeah, you can delegate the tasks to AI as well, and so on. But yeah, it was alright.
Have your little swarm of tractors go out and farm for you.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, that reminds me of I don't think it wasn't really AI game, but it reminded me of one of the things that I vaguely looked into. It's like swarm computing was for like interstellar exploration, or it's been theorized a lot for building habitats on other planets, like swarm robotics. Did you ever play, I think it was Surviving Mars? It's like
that's a board game as well, or no?
I don't know. There's
No, the board game is a different one. Sorry, no. I think there's like a Mars-related board game, and it was based on like a tile game you can play on the PC. But I think I'm talking about different stuff. So
it's made by the same people that make City Skylines.
All right. That's another game I spent way too much of my life on. But
they've recently released a new one, which apparently can absolutely tank your computer. Because it sort of renders people's teeth individually walking down the street, and you're like, it's just, it's cool, but very unnecessary.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of an overkill. I'll agree.
Do you want to go look on your systems and see if they need to go to the dentist? I assume there's dentistry in the. There's one of the things you can place down.
Or it's just a part of the hospital. I don't know. Well, they probably progressed since I played it last time.
Just like the old Sim cities were quite good, but then they really, when they went through that, EA went through everything online loot box phase, is they kind of ruined that franchise, unfortunately. Okay, we're nearly north. Does this lake continue to a useful place? What did I just drive into a rock? I'm really not paying attention to what we're doing. Unless it's a big base, it's like, I'll be fine. Looks like there might be water this way. Hopefully that lake will curve around to a useful point. Oh, they're saying the nukes are better than the artillery shells. Which you would hope so. That looks like water to me.
Yeah.
I've hit a cliff. There's more iron here as well. Do we care about this? Can leave that for a future expansion? I feel like we've got enough down south here.
I mean, I don't think. Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, there are two fairly sizable ones there. That's 5.8.
I feel like the trouble is if we keep on going and we'll go, oh, we'll just build the wall past that one, and then clear the space beyond for where the wall needs to go.
By that time, you'll
have
find
another one
on your back again. Yeah.
Right, let's repair, and then I think it's time to blueprint out the space. I keep on looking in the inventory for my repair kits, never can find them, and then just pull them off my hotbar every time. Right. I think, yeah, we'll leave that there and just go, because we've got a nice bit of water we can connect to, and then when the radars and stuff explore it, we can move on.
You're going to still get the copper in?
I'm going to see where the city blocks end and then decide based on that, essentially. So build the grid out, and that'll kind of determine where it is, so you can see. We can probably get that copper in, because you see where the pylons are going to end. Do I have the blueprint for the bullets? I do have the base blueprint for the bullets. Right, let's get in the tank and drive north. And then we can put things in. So the copper, we'll get the copper but not the iron. Just need to expose the map a little bit. Actually, I should probably do it based on where the copper is. if we're going to try and get the copper in. Do I still have cliff explosives? I do. Right. Wall time. So, maybe I should make this snap to grid as well, actually, and then I can just place them. Do I care? Right.
Like a glove.
Then we need to go south and do it the other way.
Not like an OJ's glove, but yeah.
You don't hear many OJ references anymore. He's kind of falling out of popular culture now.
I think I've seen like some, another documentary. My feed reminds.
You caught up in that true crime and documentaries.
I'm not really into that, but like I don't know. Well, on one of the streaming services, like when you got those.
When you're idly flicking through, you recommended.
Yeah. Or it was a trailer. I don't know. But...
Goodness knows. Right. Oh, looks like we might have to clear up that other base though. Back to bullets. No, I always lose. I just really struggle to spot where the bullets are. Yeah, we're gonna have to clear out that other base. We're gonna build the wall right through it. Let's get out the trees for the approach. Oh, there's a big one off to the other side. Oh, interesting. It wouldn't let us clear. We placed the blueprint down on the enemy base. The bots don't know what to do with it.
You got stuck there.
Right. I think that's all of them. Need to replace that. Pop that one down again so that it tiles correctly. We don't have any missing bits. Oh, nice. We still hit that lake, which is good. So that's that all blueprinted. I'm looking at the mini-map to see where I want to go and then just running into the walls, not paying attention. Ooh, I think we need another tier of the grid. Oh, that's going to be fun. Shame that lake isn't a little bit bigger. Guess we build the wall. Yeah, we'll just build it. We'll do a corner piece.
Maybe presume you want to put all the turrets or all around. Like I see that there's quite a few enemy bases lurking just behind the wall.
As long as they're behind the wall, that's fine by me. Okay,
For now.
Yeah, it's when we put the artillery in. That will hopefully be the end of them. No, I want to attach to the grid. Let's do a little bit of custom walling. Let's take this down to here. Oh, let's at least have those in line. And then there we go. Now, need to do this. Oh, just drawing turrets into random spaces. Oh, that's satisfying, but that turret won't work. And then drag this. Ah, it's not going to align perfectly on the corner. The sort of dragon's teeth, dog's teeth. I don't know what you'd call them. Do you know what you call the spikes?
Dragon's teeth? That sounded right, but like, yeah, my, let's see, military knowledge is...
You're not designing military forts on the regular.
No. But I think that, you know, in light of all the news in Russia, Ukraine, like that dragon's teeth, like, I remember it from somewhere.
It sounds right. There's some kind of teeth. And I guess do that one. Yeah, ooh. When the server saves, there's a little bit of lag. Get those to place the right way. Cool. That should be all of those wired up. That's that side done. I think that should be a plan for the perimeter. Need to put some chests in. That's a good point. Do I have the chests on me? I do. I can't remember how I did this at the other wall. We're going near the turrets. I don't think I need 3 realistically. Give them 2. And put bullets into them. And then copy this chest to that chest. Do you want to know what these are, by the way?
Like a temporary storage?
They're called requester chests.
So you can order a robot to get you something to this chest?
Yeah, so if you click on them, you'll see they have like a logistics request slot at the bottom.
Yeah, so you'll get 600.
Yeah, the robots will bring 6. We'll try and fill those with 600 bullets. So when the robot network comes all the way out here, they'll automatically put ammo on this conveyor belt that will fill all these turrets.
Nice.
And we need to do that up north as well, and then we should be good. Slowly populating all the blueprints into the map view that we placed in the blind. I quite like the little like octagonal. Is it octagonal? Are they octagons? Yeah, they are octagons. Little patterns that we've made with the cables. Right. I think I might just kill these while I get out to try and place any stuff down at the top. I don't want to be ambushed by a load of Load of biters and spitters.
Preliminary strike.
Squish. All of this has been a preliminary strike, really. Right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to place this here, and then it's time to get out the grenades. Oh my goodness, there's more of them. Huh. Do I have? I do. So I need to make extra land. Just be mashing our and then grab you, put you here, probably do that. Oh, I'll be very happy when we don't need to hit that. Yes, I do still have that saved. Cool. Probably need an additional robo port up here because, let's be honest, I don't think the map view goes that well. Alright. Let's see where they've got to. Oh, we're missing a load of roboports. Because iron again, I guess? Or is it just like, oh no, it's steel. Which is by proxy iron? Or is it because James has turned them into laser turrets? That's probably where all the extra steel goes, right. Let's go and put a performance limitation, a production limitation on those laser turrets, as we probably don't need as many as we're trying to produce. And it'd be good to get more robot ports to expand this. And then probably connect up that iron deposit. We can try to do some trains. Do you have any idea how the trains work in this?
I mean, roughly, but I'll probably rely on your wisdoms for at least for today.
Oh, yeah. I
will be probably jumping off in 15 minutes.
Yeah, we'll probably be, well, we normally wrap up around 5, so maybe just get back to the base and tidy up a few of the things.
I did reserve the time slot with my boss, but I'll probably get some job to do before the next session. So
I need to write a load of Ansible code after this. Start prepping for the playground.
Oh yeah, you're doing the playground.
Yeah.
Oh, but I think we should have, like, we did Ansible playgrounds a long time ago with Julia. I don't know if you remember her.
She's still around, I think.
She might be, yeah.
But yeah, I do know Julia. It's not the infrastructure, it's probably I need to write the actual, like, demo stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the infrastructure-wise, it will be probably just, two VMs?
I was about to say, it's fairly simple, it's just
2 VMs and a key, and there you go, from A to B.
How many do we have? So many laser turrets. How many do we have in here? Oh, trying to read the tiny text. We have 1,200 laser turrets in here currently. We do not need that many. Stop making them, please. I need the steel for robots. Let's repair this. I don't need 1,000 of these, I just need 200. Right. I think that's probably a good place to call it. We've kind of cleared our eastern flank, set up a perimeter that side. And we've got a nice sort of city block blueprint, I guess, to use for future expansion. So we can we essentially claim double the space of what our factory currently is, so we can build, if we want to take this map, make this bigger, we can now expand in peace. And we'll probably need to do a similar thing for the other borders, but
there's some lake potential there, so
yeah, there's an easy one to the north. That's a nice lake join. And depending on where those lakes land down south, we can carry them on. But yeah, to be honest, I think with this map it might be, if we wanted to take it further, it might be tear apart the entire old factory apart from the power supply, and then move into the nice formatted grid where we can build proper train networks and things in a way that they don't trip over each other as much as they do currently. But I guess that'll be a thing for next week.
Another 30 hours, and yeah, I need to do some background practice, because yeah, I was just running like a headless chicken and not remember a single key binding, and I did a bit of a tutorial.
Oh.
But yeah, I'll come prepared for the next one.
Before you go, if you press B, there's game blueprints. I guess.
Yeah.
The one that you might want to, you can copy it and then you can put it into my blueprints and do it between games. The one that you might want to copy that I find useful is the Balancers blueprint, blueprints book. Essentially, it's not quite complete yet, but it essentially evenly balances stuff across belts. So if you say you have 2 lanes of something coming in and you want to evenly split it to 5 machines, and there's a load of balancers that in there to do that. So I don't know if you want to steal that, but
already stolen.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Follow on Twitch, like and subscribe on YouTube. James knows all the technical terms, and hopefully we'll see you next week. I think we've maybe got a couple more weeks of Factorio, as it's a while before everyone's gonna be together, and the plan is that we want to start Minecraft at least as a group for the first one, and then we'll see how it goes. So we've got maybe a few more weeks of Factorio. We maybe explore some other games in the interim. We'll see how it goes. But thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Thanks for leading, Barnaby. Well done.
See you.